All right, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Feels good to get a video uploaded. Last week, me and my buddy Dan from Fishing Accomplished were out here. We had a great trip. He had a limit of sea bass, a couple nice fluke. I had a limit of fluke to like 5 pounds. Started off a little rough and rocky, but it smoothed right out. And so I'll post that video in the top right corner of this video. You can check that out later. But for now, today's about midday, around noon. Got a real light north wind. All right, we've got some fish jumping up here straight ahead, on the way out to our spot. Or a spot that I wanted to fish. So we're gonna give it a little toss. Could be bass. I know there's false albacore in the area. We'll do a couple casts and then we'll keep moving on to where we want to fish. I want to do a lot of bottom fishing right now. So today's mission is to find some nice, thick sea bass. We're allowed to keep 7 of them now at like 16.5 inches. We're looking for like 18-inch plus. So these could be false albacore. These could be bass. I didn't really get a good look at them yet, but ooh, looks like bass. There's that one kind of swimming right in front of me. Let's see. Give it about 3 more casts. And we're just gonna stop messing around because I want to really try to catch the last few minutes of this tide. We'll give it one more good cast. We'll start heading out to where I wanted to originally fish. The guy filming on the bow of that boat must be some bigwig like me. All right, these are probably false albacore. They're not really real finicky. You tend to be pretty picky, so we're just gonna bomb out and start fishing that spot I really want to hit. All right, so it looks like there's fish. There's a lot of fish over here. We're gonna keep heading out to where I really want to target. Out in some deeper water, I got some nice rocks I've marked in the past. I got a couple waypoints I want to hit. Really want to try to target some nice sea bass. I'm talking like 18.5 or bigger. We're allowed 7 of them at like 16.5 inches. Really love to keep them around like 18.5, 19 inches. It's a really nice, fun fish to catch, man. Really great to eat. So let's go out there. Let's try to get on that. This is probably one of my OG setups. This is what I started with in the kayak. It's just a newer model. St. Croix Mojo inshore, 7-foot medium fast action. Daiwa BG 3000. We're gonna put still got the 3/4 ounce jig head with the Fishaholic finback shad on there. We'll drop that down to the bottom, see if we could jig up some nice sea bass. All right. Give it a shot. Let's see what this finback shad can do. Got some really nice bottom right here. Hopefully it's holding some sea bass, which is our intended target right now. So even though tide is kind of dead high, these sea bass can tend to chew no matter what the tide stage. You know, obviously not as aggressive as they should be because they don't really have to fight the tide to get what they want, but they are generally pretty aggressive. So ooh, there we go. Oh, there we go. First fish of the day. Feels like a little sea bass. Nah, I think it's a fluke. I don't think it's big enough, whatever it is. Although I haven't used this rod in quite a while. Oh, that's why. Foul hooked porgy. Anything foul hooked feels about twice as big. Let this guy go without getting pricked. Come here, buddy. Really gotta watch out for those little guys. So I actually had an older St. Croix a couple years ago that I used a lot. Caught so many fluke on that rod, and wound up one day, actually kind of one spring went over my gear, and I noticed the guides were starting to crack, and I was afraid if there's enough pressure put on those guides that the guide would break, and I really did not want to deal with that on a fishing trip, especially possibly hooked into a nice fish. So I reached out to St. Croix because I knew they had the warranty if you broke the rod. It didn't cover busted guides, I think. The guy actually told me on the phone, he said take the rod out back. He told me the whole process to get the insurance, or the new rod. Told me to take it outside and snap it and actually break it myself, take pictures of it. You have to have pictures of the serial number and the rod information and the picture of the break. And let me tell you something, I really had to crank on that thing. I had that thing bent damn near back to back to the reel before it snapped. So I was actually pretty impressed what it still had in it. But they sent me a new rod. I think I had to pay for the shipping, which was like 25 bucks, but got pretty much a brand new rod. I think these rods retail for about 100. God, it's been a long time. Probably $130, maybe around there. 100 to $130. But they did send me a brand new rod. It got there in about a week, and this is the replacement. Oh, dang, that was nice. That was a nice hit. Come on, oh, he's back. There we go. Little sea bass. Ooh. Ooh, swimming up. Oh, did he spit it? Yeah, he spit it. He was a little guy. Let's just make sure it's all right. It's good. Get back down. There we go. Here we go. Oh, come on, man. Must be little porgies down there too. Oh. Yeah, it's porgies. They're grabbing the tail and just hanging on to them. They can't really get the hook in their mouth. Ooh, that feels pretty good. Yeah, you can see they're just kind of hanging on to the tail here. This one doesn't have much time left. That's what I'm talking about. They don't really have to be super aggressive and grab the whole thing when it's, tide's not moving. They can just kind of nibble, 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 nibble. That's why a lot of times you set the hook and they're just hanging on just behind that hook, because this hook is extremely sharp. If that thing got in its mouth, it would be in the kayak. But I'm not gonna waste any time. We're gonna chuck that one, put a fresh one on. These things can be a little tricky sometimes to get on the hook, but a little bit of patience. Look at that. That is textbook. Look at the fin kind of hides the hook. I love it. We might switch it up. If this is not being productive, we'll put a little bucktail on there, probably maybe a 1 ounce bucktail, some gulp on it. Oh, there we go, he's back. Now he's still on there. Ooh. Like I said, just hanging on to the tails. Spit it up again. Could be little porgies down there. No, he's back. Ooh, there we go. All right, come on, stay on there. What's going on here? What's going on here? Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Small, pretty small. Oh, little bluefish. Whoa! That's what's down there. Down here. me just put this in my mouth. Hold on to it. I'm just kidding. That hasn't happened in a long time. Definitely don't want to take that to the head. I want to avoid that at all costs. That would hurt. Have to do some on the water surgery to get it out of my ear or something. I want to avoid that. Probably gonna switch to a bucktail after this. All right, pink bucktail with a white gulp. It's got nice Fluke written all over it. New spot, new luck. Hopefully we can get in some larger fish here. There we go. Oh, missed the reel. What do we got? It's not doing anything. Maybe a little small fluke just coming up with us. Sea bass. I haven't gotten any action out of them. World's smallest sea bass. Oh, poor guy. I don't even think I get my thumb in his mouth. Try not to. Little tiny thing. Foul hooked. It's the only way you're gonna get that guy. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. That's a nice fish. That's a nice fluke. That's a nice fluke, boys. That's a keeper. Well, not a keeper yet. Nah. No way. Huh? Could be. Nah, not looking promising. Pretty healthy fish though. I think he might be going back though. It is, I have not fished with this rod in quite a while, so I'm not used to what a good fish feels like on this thing. Nope, 18 inches. 18 inches, close, but no keeper. Whoa, fumbled him. All right. That's promising. We'll see. Nice quality fluke. I say that a lot. Nice quality fluke. Totally spoke too soon on that fish. Haven't caught a nice fluke on this rod in quite some time, so now I got a good feel with a nice almost keeper, about 1.5 inches away from being a keeper. They got to be 19.5. That guy was just shy of 18. Sea bass. I don't think it's a keeper though. Like a keeper would be pulling a little bit of drag right now. Does feel like a nice fish though. Definitely not a keeper. Looking for something a little bigger. Thank you for not chewing up my gulp. Might have to pick through some small ones to get a couple keepers. There we go. Oh, there we go. I don't want to have your drag set too tight with these. I think I might have to on the next drift or when we're up. Oh yeah, gonna have to loosen this drag up a little bit. This could be a pretty nice sea bass. There we go. Don't want your drag set too tight with these things because they can take a good run. You don't want to put too much. You want them to take a little line. That might be a keeper. Oh yeah, that's going home. That's a nice sea bass. 17 inch, 16 and a half. We'll keep them. You know what? I haven't kept the sea bass all season. This will be the first one. All right, first fish of the day. Nice little sea bass. He thinks he's going back in the water. He's not. He's toast. All right. Let's get back on that drift. See if we can get a little bigger. Like I said, I'd love to get one around, you know, bigger than like 18 and a half inches. All right. That's one of 7. So we're allowed 6 more of those. Like I said, you want your drag set just right where they take a little drag, but you don't want to rip line off on your hook set. So I generally like to keep it so like right when you get a hook set, you get a couple pings out of it. Like that. See? Just like that. And so when they run, just like that, they take a little line. It could be a little looser. This feels like another good one. It's got some good runs. Generally the smaller ones don't really put up as much of a fight. He's foul hooked. Still pretty nice sea bass though. He's a 17-inch fish. He is legal. All right, 2 just about definite keepers, just overs. All right, last drift. No, not really last drift. I want to make a little move after this. Try to get on some fluke. We got a couple nice sea bass and then on the stringer. Depends. If we get a honker right now, we're doing this drift again. That's a little guy. That's a little guy. He just got a little more pissed off. He's about the same size. Yeah, same size. Going back. We'll put these fish in the cooler bag. Get them nice and iced down. He's going back. There we go. There's a nice fluke. There we go. Come on, beekeeper. Like, nice mixed bag would be nice, but he's getting a little lighter. We'll get some pretty solid head shakes out of him. Let's see. Let's get him out from underneath the kayak. No. Great nut job though. It's been a while since we caught a fluke. Too small though. All right, a little bigger, a little bigger. All right, let's get a fluke a little bigger. Gotta be 19 and a half. None of these shorties anymore. Come on. Ah, I was afraid of that. Just broke off. I'm gonna retie. There's some gear out here that I just lost track of. It sucks, but it is what it is. So this is my braid. I don't know if it's hard, it might be hard to see. Move this thing down a little bit. This is the braid. Here's your leader. Crisscross them, lay them over top of each other. I always start with the braid side, see, like that. Start with the braid side, it's called a uni to uni. Loop it around, pinch it off like that. Now you're gonna twist this tag end through the loop. I do about 7 times. 4, 5, 6, 7. Pull tight. Do a little moisture, spit on it. You don't have to tighten it just yet. You're gonna do the same side with the mono side. Pull it out, loop it around, pinch it right there. You do the same thing. You're gonna twist in and out of that loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do a little less with the mono side because it's a little thicker. See that? And then they're gonna pull together. And they're going to tighten up against each other. Oh, ready? Boom. That's a pretty solid knot. Clip the tag ends. Grab your pliers. Be careful not to cut the main end. Don't cut your leader. Done that before, not paying attention. Could snip them off probably a little closer, but I always give it a little extra room. So give ourselves a little bit of a leader. Get this out of the way. Then we're going to do the clinch knot or fisherman's knot. I think there's a few different terms for it. Pull it through, twist it behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 through the main loop and back through. That didn't come out. Sometimes you do too many loops. It doesn't slide down as smooth. You can put a little spit on it and lube it up. I do that sometimes too. I just forgot to do it. Clip your tag in. You're back in action. And you got yourself a Fluke rig. Alright, not bad. A couple hours in, only lost one bucktail. Oh, that's a nice fish. It's a fluker. Of course, I'm pulling right into that sun glare, so I'm gonna have a really hard time netting. Come on. This might be a sea bass. Actually, this is probably a sea bass. It's probably a sea bass. Yeah. Yep, sea bass. Nice sea bass. Wow. Hell yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a real nice sea bass. That's what that's the fish we, oh, whoa. That's the fish we were looking for. Nice, beautiful. Mission accomplished. Beautiful. Sea bass. That's what we came here for. Go to the sun. Yeah, he's like a 19-inch sea bass. Oh no, I need my rag. Get over here. Don't want to litter. 19 and a half inch sea bass. That's a beautiful fish. He's gonna eat real good. I love it. Oh, I just got so nervous. Ha! I thought my stringer snapped or something. Couldn't find my stringer. Woo! Okay, still in the boat. I got nervous. I saw my leash for my paddle. Couldn't find my leash for my stringer, but all right. That was quite the pedal. Oof. Oh, I'll stretch the old legs out. The back. Can't wear sunglasses because then I won't be able to see. I could see. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, that's a fish. That's a fish. That's a fish. Now we're not in the glare. Oh, that's a nice fish. It's getting a little lighter. That was a pretty solid hook set. All right, come on. Get out from underneath the kayak. This is what I don't like. There we go. What? Might be. It'll be close. Nah, I don't think so, guys. Nice fish, though. No, then he is. He's pretty much see-through. 18 inches. They gotta be 19 and a half. See you later. All right, this fish is ready for the ice bag. Don't have to worry about him flopping around. Shove him in there. Get that bag a little shake. Get him down in there. Close it up. Still got a good amount of ice in there too. So what I think every kayak fisherman, I think they do, should have one of these stringers. Whether you have a cooler bag or not, you should always have a good stringer on the boat. I've had this stringer a very long time. I actually have a video where I have a fish. I get a nice fluke, probably 5. Can't remember. Probably a 6-pound fluke or something. Probably around 7 pounds. Well, I went to put him on the stringer, get him on the stringer, go to put him in the water. I throw the stringer in the water, but the stringer was not connected to the rail. Lost that thing. I'll post that video in the top right corner too. That was a heartbreaker, man. That's a fluke. Oh no. It's a fluke. It's our first fluke in a while. I don't think it's a keeper though. Getting some very clear head shakes out of him. It might be a keeper. It's definitely a keeper. I don't know. Might have celebrated too early. The water can magnify things a little bit. It's got might have the length. I mean, obviously, we got to measure the length. That's a stupid thing to say. Oh, not even close. 18 inches. All right. That's good. I'm hardly on the bottom for 2 seconds. Got a nice fluke, healthy medium fluke. Need about an inch and a half bigger than that. A little fluke. Too small though. Oh no, wow. Sea bass. Fooled me. Way too small. All right, so it's been a pretty good trip so far. We got 3 nice sea bass in the bag, 2 just keepers, 1 probably touching 3, a little over 3 pounds maybe, 3 to a little over. Not bad. Would have loved to put a fluke in the bag. Still could. I guess still on our last drift. And then yeah, going home with some meat, which is always a plus. Have a nice dinner tomorrow night. Might do some blackened sea bass tacos. Sounds pretty good to me. So maybe might be a couple fluke fillets in there too by the end of this drift. If not, I am definitely not complaining about today. Great day on the water. All right, guys, that's a wrap. We got a beautiful sunset behind us. I got to get in. I got to cut these fish. It was a good trip. I am definitely not disappointed. 3 nice sea bass in the bag. Guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Got a couple more trips ahead of us probably before the season's over. Maybe we'll do a little black fishing. Beautiful sunset. We're gonna have a nice little cruise in. Wind in our face, a little southern wind. Cool us down a little bit. I'm definitely pretty sunburned if you can't tell. So, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.